If you listen closely, you might mistake it for birds or wind cutting through the mountains. But it's not birds. It's not wind. It's people. People speaking, not with words, not with voices, but with whistles. High notes, sharp glides, sliding tones that carry for miles. Welcome to a place where human conversation floats across valleys like a flock of songbirds. Welcome to the village that speaks a whistling language. A place where every emotion, every warning, every joke, every secret, every love story is carried on a single breath. Today you're going to learn how this language was born, how it works, why it almost went extinct, and why the world is suddenly paying attention. Chapter 1. The village suspended in the mountains. The village is perched on cliffs so steep that from far away, the houses look like they're stitched into the mountainside. There are no highways. There aren't even many roads. Just footpaths winding endlessly upward. Everything about this place is vertical. Farms, homes, and most importantly, people's daily lives. For centuries, villagers had to communicate across long distances. Farmers working on opposite sides of ravines, children playing far apart on mountain terraces. Shepherds watching goats scattered across slopes, families separated by hills that take hours to climb. Shouting wasn't strong enough. Running back and forth took too long. And there were no phones, no radios, no electronics of any kind. So the villagers invented something altogether different. Something genius. Something beautiful. A whistling language. Chapter 2. What a whistling language actually. I imagine taking a full spoken sentence like, "Come home quickly, the storm is coming." Now imagine saying the whole thing with just a whistle. Another can bend downward to change the meaning. To the villagers, it means real words, real sentences, real communication. A whistling language works like this. Every consonant becomes a shift in pitch, every vowel becomes a tone, every word becomes a melody. Entire conversations become acoustic songs. Instead of shapes made with the mouth, communication becomes shapes made with air. And the incredible part? Normal speech dies after a few hundred feet. A whistle travels like a signal. Chapter 3. A language that starts in childhood. Children in the village don't learn the whistling language in school. They learn it the way city kids learn slang, by hearing it every single day. A group of boys playing high on a ridge. Fwee! Hey, wait for me. A grandmother calling her granddaughter home. Twee-oh, fwee. Dinner is ready. Farmers signaling danger when an animal wanders too far. Fwit, fwit, fwit! Careful, kids hear it. They repeat it. They practice alone in quiet corners until they get it right. And once they learn the basics, they begin building their own melodies, their own voice. Just like spoken languages, everyone's whistle sounds slightly different. Some are airy, some are piercing, some waver. With age, some rise like birdsong, some fall like a stone. Dropping, you can identify a family member just by their whistle, and sometimes even their mood. Chapter 4. A romance told in whistles. One of the village's most famous stories is about a young couple who fell in love through whistled conversations. The boy worked on the western slope. The girl worked on the eastern slope. Between them was a deep valley. So deep it looked like the earth had cracked open. From dawn to dusk, they tended crops. And whenever they wanted to talk, they whistled across the gap. He'd whistle, "Whoa! Tee! Are you there?" She'd respond, "Twee! Fwoo!" Always. And so their relationship grew, separated by miles but connected by sound. Legend says their whistled conversations lasted so long and filled the valley so completely that even the goats stopped to listen. Some say that on quiet mornings, when the fog drapes the valley, you can still hear echoes of their love songs. Chapter 5. The language almost died as the world modernized. Everything changed. A proper road was built. Cell phones arrived. Electricity lit up the houses. Young people left for the cities. Suddenly, the whistling language that wasn't needed. Why whistle across a valley when you can text? Why memorize tones when you can make a call? Within one generation, fewer than 100 fluent whistlers remained. Some elders feared that within 20 years, the language would vanish entirely, taking centuries of culture with it. A language that had survived storms, wars, famines, and isolation was nearly defeated by convenience. But then something unexpected happened. The language lives on. And as long as it echoes through the valley, so does the soul of the village. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories.